Can you lose weight just by walking? Will anything change if you commit to 10,000 steps a day for a full month? This month, I challenged myself to walk every single day and changed to literally nothing else, because I'm lazy. Hi, my name is Anya, and this is the very first entry to my Glow Up diary. There was a time in my life when I was fit and active. I did yoga every day, I ran, I spent most of my free time outside. I was a fashion model for a while, and in 2019, I even had the opportunity to be a contestant on Poland's Next Top Model. This was my chance to shine, to step on a bigger stage, and to introduce myself to a wider audience. It was exciting, terrifying, and completely surreal all at once. I pushed myself outside of my comfort zone and got a taste of the fashion industry at its highest level. It was full of emotions and challenges, but also one of the most unforgettable moments ever. And this is probably still the greatest achievement of my life, even though I didn't win. But then 2020 happened, and I didn't protest being stuck at home 24/7, but now it's 5 years later, I'm over 20 kilograms heavier, and 60-year-olds are more mobile than me. So you see, I feel like it's time to finally change something, slowly and with care. 30 days ago, I decided to start a challenge and force myself to just walk 10,000 steps every single day to kickstart my journey to a glow up of a lifetime. So let me show you what happened next. Day 1. How hard can it be? I'm a night owl, so mornings are always the hardest. My lack of energy makes me hit that snooze button every 5 minutes for an hour until I finally drag myself out of bed and hope for the best. And since it's the first day of the challenge, I decided to step on the scale. Starting weight 71 and 1 kilograms or 157 pounds. 10,000 steps sound easy, but that's around 7 to 8 kilometers or 4.5 miles a day. And for someone who prefers the sitting lifestyle, that's a lot. But honestly, walking is one of the best things you can do for your body. I read that just 30 minutes of walking a day can lower your risk of heart disease and improve brain function. And my brain could definitely use a little boost for a change. Day 1 is done. I took several laps around the park today to hit that 10,000 step mark early because it's winter, it's getting dark at 4 p.m. and it's really cold outside. So I'm really proud of myself. I'm very, very proud of myself. It took me almost 2 hours of constant walking, and now that I finally sat down on my beautiful, beautiful chair with my hot green tea, I can feel exactly where my leg connects to the rest of my body. And hopefully, by tomorrow, the softness will ease up and I can continue on this beautiful journey for the rest of the month. It was harder than I expected. I think I've done a lot of damage to myself with my lack of movement over the past few years. My legs felt sore, and by the end of each day, I just wanted to collapse on the couch and never move again. Then there was the time commitment. Turns out, when you're this unfit, walking that much takes forever. But at least I got to visit places in my city that I didn't even know existed. The first week showed me I really need to just move more, because it's not healthy that a person my age feels the whole body the next day after they just walked. My body was aching like I just ran a marathon and it was just a little walk outside. But I started to enjoy the experience. The smell of the winter air, the warmth of my fiance's hand, that's hard to pronounce. The warmth of my fiance's hand when we walked together, and just visiting new places in my city. And my notes for week 1 say just one sentence. The weather was pleasant. That was it. The weather was really pleasant the first week. The second week was far more challenging. My initial motivation started to fade. Instead of feeling stronger, I felt exhausted. The weather wasn't helping. Cold, rainy, and absolutely miserable. and my mood was greatly affected by it because I'm solar energy operated. So when it's dark and gloomy and wet and cold, I can literally sleep all day and nothing will make me get up. But here I was. I had to go up and go outside. Or hadn't I? I had thoughts that maybe I just had to stop it all and wait for spring to start again. But one day I just had a brilliant idea of just staying inside and do my 10,000 steps inside my apartment without having a treadmill. So I stayed at home and did my 10,000 steps inside. And I must say, I didn't have any curtains at the time. So if anyone saw me across the street, they probably thought that we should reinstate insane asylums. But hey, I've done my 10,000 steps. And the next day I went outside again. Everything felt fine. The more I think about it, I don't think that walking around the apartment is significantly weirder than walking on a treadmill if you have one inside. But tell me what you think down in the comments. Maybe I'm just the weird one, or it's my coping mechanism. So that was my brilliant idea, which helped me to continue my walking journey. The start of week 3 was accompanied by period cramps and general lachrymosity. What a beautiful word, lachrymosity. I just learned that a few moments ago when I had to check what płaczliwość means in English. So here you go, lachrymosity. That's a beautiful word, but I bought myself a beautiful coat, so my pain was a little bit relieved. I need to show you something immediately. Look how fluffy it is. Look at it. And people say money don't buy happiness. Like literally you can buy a coat that's fluffy and be happy. So now, let's put on my fluffy hat and my fluffy coat and go outside, and it will be fun today, even though it's really cold. And it was fun indeed. Walking didn't feel like a punishment anymore. I had more energy during the day, and weirdly enough, my mood improved too. And I also noticed that I no longer breathe so heavily when I briskly walk and talk at the same time. That's considered progress. Like big one, big progress, huge progress. And this week I also motivated my mom to do the same. Just walk, start a challenge of your own, mother. And we took a few of the walks together. I'm really happy about it because when you walk with someone dear to you, you can completely isolate yourself from your phone, from any distractions, and just walk together, talk about your day. And I think that's beautiful, and that's why most of my walks I took with my fiance, some of my walks I took with my mom, and some of my walks I took with my cat. He was generally very cute and made me feel less lonely outside. And now for a week 4. I had a big event to attend and also decided to cut my hair. As you know, there is no glow up without haircut. So today we're going to the hair salon for the first time in 5 years. Let's go. It's just hair, right? But somehow my whole life it felt like a part of my identity, like letting go of even a strand meant losing control. We hold on to things, habits, comfort, even hair, because they feel safe. But sometimes a little change is exactly what we need. I'm really feeling good about my hair right now. It's not as big of a difference that I thought it would be, but my hair is done, my nails also done. Very pretty. Look at this. This is the prettiest nail color I've ever had. Let's get dressed up and let's go for a little bit of an adventure. I must say, the day of the event, I felt so good and so confident in my own body and had so much positive energy I almost didn't recognize myself. Some of that must have been coming from my newly acquired passion for walking. Because the thing is, as I've learned from years and years of clinical depression and anxiety disorder, the physical activity and just going outside, touching grass, is actually the holy grail for recovery. The thing I'm trying to say here is that I'm not at all surprised that my short 30-day adventure took me to a place where it improved my mood so significantly. The more I walked, the more I realized how much movement affects my mind. It wasn't just about steps. It was about proving to myself that I could move again. It wasn't just about burning calories. It was about feeling alive again. And I think I achieved this goal. At the start, my daily average was around 3,000 steps. Now, it's over 10,000. That's a huge jump. But will I keep up with the 10,000 steps a day after this? Probably not. It's time-consuming and sometimes life is just too busy. But what I will do is keep moving. I'll take the longer way home, stretch my legs whenever I can, and just try my best without putting too much pressure on myself. Because at the end of the day, it's not about being perfect, it's about progress. But what about the body? I know why you're here. You want to see the results. You want to know if you can lose weight just by walking without changing anything else. Because remember when I told you I didn't change anything else? I meant it. During this month, I met with my friends. I ate everything I had a craving for and didn't count a single calorie. And I still lost a kilogram of weight. Imagine what would happen in combination with a little diet change. But to me, this weight loss is a secondary return of investment. Because I invested my time and I gained so much more. Walking felt mostly meditative to me. I feel so much lighter in my soul. I feel calmer and happier. And physical activity started to feel more like a fun time than like a chore. And that's what I'm trying to do with this whole series, which this is just the start of. Hopefully that's just the start of a very long journey to a holistic glow up of a lifetime, as I said before. So if you want to go on this journey with me, I encourage you to click the subscribe button. And if you want to see me take any other fitness or diet challenges or overall any other challenge that might lead to a glow up, physical or otherwise, comment your ideas down below. Thank you so much for being here today with me and hopefully see you next time. Bye!